StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is a game between Barcode and Railgan on Newkirk Precinct. In the bottom right side of the map, we have the red Zerg player. It is Railgan, sporting the Overwatch spinny logo. And in the bottom left side of the map, we have the blue Terran player. It is Barcode. So a GM level ZVT for you guys. Thought I'd bring this along. Like to see the GM level stuff as well as the Masters and Pro stuff. The Pro stuff is good. You don't... the difference, I feel like, between the GM and the Pro stuff is the Pro stuff doesn't really experiment all that much, right? You feel like you know what works. You get in there, you either execute or you don't, with the exception of players like TLO. Maybe Bjorn does some creative stuff from time to time, but for the most part, it's just their machines. GM, though, I just feel like there's more reason to experiment. Maybe you don't have as much to lose. Maybe you're not in a tournament setting. It's just ladder, so who cares, right? Pool first from Railgan, by the way. Yeah, so like who really cares if you lose a game or two while you're trying to perfect something that's odd? Railgan going pool into hatch. Yeah, he's got that 300 minerals. And barracks on the way with the single refinery, saving up for that there 50 gas. Should time perfectly to give us a Reaper. Sloverlords are moving across the map as well. Is that the Core Hall insignia with the wolves? That's like Emperor Mink's personal doohickey, isn't it? I feel like it is. By doohickey, I mean whatever. This is a Reaper. This Reaper's name is Alex. Preferred nickname, Alexandra. They, general neutral pronoun, had StarCraft 2 race dysmorphia. Alex always felt different, like they were born on the wrong planet and forced to live in a body they cannot identify with. Something went wrong. They lived a star-crossed existence. Because Alex believed in ire, always spoke in third person, and was suspiciously melodramatic whenever he was called upon, among other things, he became a pariah, being bullied and ostracized throughout his whole life. Let's move this Reaper on out. We're not done yet, you guys. Alex knew he had to get away from society and find his happy place on some other planet. Alex joined the army partly to get away, but partly because one day during training he fell in love with a zealot he was forced to kill. Torn by his love for this zealot and the duty that saved him from his past, he vowed to work as hard as he could in the Terran army until his commander trusted him enough to be sent out alone, where Alex planned on finding the ire the zealot spoke so highly of, and to live out the rest of his days as an adept named Alexandra. Wow. I don't think it's going to happen, Alexander. I apologize profusely, but you're actually going to get a drone kill. No, drone makes itself into an extractor there. Kitty charge misses absolutely everything. The lings are here. The lings do delay that natural base. That's the thing with the Reaper opening. A couple slow lings can actually wreck your expansion plans if your Reaper does not get back home soon enough. And this Reaper has no plans to do so. Alexander wants to kill as many drones as possible to get out alone and make it to ire. And so far, you know what? Still alive. Still alive, although there's a queen. There's a queen waiting for him down here at the natural base. Oh, Kitty charge saves Alexander's life. They do manage to escape here. Trying to knock down the command center again, but nope. Marines allowing it to actually finish. And those little delays, those can make a big difference. Big difference here. So let's see. You didn't get a drone kill. No. That one was so close, though. Railgun managed to make it into an extractor temporarily, just long enough to make it work. To double pumping them Marines, we've got a starport on the way. Factory already done. Looks like our little 5-minute double medevac Marine drop action here. Trying to do more stuff. Oh, did get a kill. Is that a drone? Nope, I think that's a ling. Ling kill. Nope, hang on. Creep tumor, maybe? Didn't those lings die up here? I feel like these lings died up here. Who has kills? One kill there and one kill there. Yeah. So it must have been a creep tumor that got picked off by Alexandra. KD8 charge and knocking a queen back again. Queen slow waddling out here to defend the construction of this third base. Oh, could have picked off that drone, but wasn't quite paying attention at that very second. It's hard to keep your attention everywhere it needs to be in StarCraft 2. KD8 charge hitting, desperately trying to kill a hatch by their lonesome. And the queen says, you know what? No. Nope, I'm not going to let you do that. Still alive, though. Still alive, mind you. This is a very well babysat Reaper until the speedlings come. And the Reaper dies. All right, that's the end of that tragic backstory. Moving on. Moving on to what's happening back in Blue Terran land. We have a blue Marine that is actually a changeling scouting things out. Ling's up here trying to harass. There are so many Marines, though. Not going to happen, dude. Not going to happen, Railgun. So many Marines on the ground. Can't possibly hope to knock that thing down. That's the thing about this build. is it allows you to have a lot of base defense and have a huge group to attack with at that 5-minute mark. We'll see where we hit. Yeah, see, this isn't quite pro because the medevacs are coming around 5:07, and that might just be due to the fact that this command center was delayed a little bit. That might have slowed us down. And you know what? These Lings are keeping these guys here. Well, never mind. For a second they were. Just a second. Trying to make sure this bunker finishes, I think, is the idea. Railgun getting on up and saying, no, you can't finish. Oh, right, you can finish the bunker. I'll allow it. I'll allow the bunker to finish. That's a nice wall. Very nice symmetrical wall. Well, that's not a bunker. That's an engineering bay. Derp. What? I don't know. I feel like it would have made more sense if it was a bunker, but whatever. Engineering bay at the front. Lings coming all the way home. They know there's a drop coming. Railgun has seen this 100 times before. 7 mutas on the way from Railgun. Got queens, got Lings here at the third base. Gonna defend it with all of their might. And here we go. Queen 1 dead. Queen 2 dead. Oh boy. Lings getting this surround though and forcing a pickup and a retreat by barcode. Any upgrades on these dudes? Nope. Fully unupgraded Lings except for the speed. Good positioning here. I like this, but losing some Marines nonetheless. But a lot more Lings are dying. Excellent job there. Right up against that corner, preventing the surround of Overseer dies as well. Barcode is mean right now. Absolutely having a time. Versus the Zerg player Railgun. Gonna lose this third. Gonna lose the third. Medevacs healing everybody up. Mutas are popping out. Mutas want nothing to do with these Marines, with Stim and Medevac support. They don't have +1 attack. It doesn't matter. Lings coming in. Railgun desperately trying to save this third. Can he get it? Lings, great positioning by the Marines though. And yes, with the Muta support, they do. They do clean out most of the Marines. Some of them are forced to retreat here to the main base. Medevac can't heal them enough and does get exploded herself as well. Muta's chasing these Medevacs on home. Might get another couple. Nope, the boost comes up. The boost comes up. Is that enough to get them to safety? It is. It is enough. Whew, to get them to safety. Railgun saves his third base. Did he lose any drones there? He didn't lose any drones. Good job pulling those in response to the aggression by the Terran player. Mutas just kind of poking around. See, Mutas can't hold still. They do not hold still. They move around. They pick off SCVs, building missile turrets, for example, just like that. That was a nice little pick off for sure. Ling's heading all the way back home. Was there an attack I missed? I don't see one. Don't see one. Muta's trying to fly into this natural base. There's a missile turret there as well. Man, missile turrets everywhere for Barcode. Saw those Mutas, immediately got missile turrets started and Widowmine production as well. Fourth base on the way from Railgun. Third base trying to land here for Barcode. There might be enough Lings to shut this down, but they're way across the map. They're just playing defense right now. Muta's flying into the main base, and there's a missile turret there as well. Missile turret there in the production facilities. Everywhere Railgun tries to go, he is getting shooed away by those turrets. Muscular augments being researched by Railgun. Does he actually have Hydras? He has 5 on the way. First five that he's making. Banelings coming up as well. +1 ground carapace, +1 missile attack. And hang on, we got to see this. 35 on the Zergling. Into the Baneling, we get 30. Okay, actually lose HP when you go to Banelings. I didn't realize that. Huh. Had no idea. We'll see when speed finishes here in a couple minutes what we go up to, because it should be 40. But someone was talking about there was a patch that I missed, or maybe that makes it 35 instead of 40 with that speed upgrade. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. And I know this replay is very recent. So if it's still 40, then I think maybe that was a proposed change that was talked about, if nothing else. Missile turret here at the third base. Here comes the Terran army with Marines, with Marauders, with Medevacs in the sky. Burrowing Widowmines at the front. Right on top of that Widowmine, actually. And no, firing. Did he get those? He got those Banelings. Nice job, Widowmine. Slow Banes trying to do this. But I don't know about it. But yeah, Banelings getting some hits and getting absolutely massacred at the same time. There are still a handful of Marines remaining here. Another Queen dies. Is that the third Queen lost here? Fourth Queen lost so far. Jeez. Small handful of Hydras and Lings and Queen here. There is a Queen. I'm not sure she wants to join the battle here at the third base. Picking off them Widowmines. And actually the Terran army decides to pull back just a little bit. They got the combat shield. They got +1 armor is just about to complete. There it is. There it is. Feeling better about things. But very small number of Marines here. Stutter step, fire, fire, pick up, run, right? Nope. Losing a bunch of Marines, then picking up and running. I suppose that makes sense as well. So Hydra's coming out for Railgun. He's got +1 on them Hydras. And there's the Baneling speed. 35. Okay, good. It is 35. That was a change that came along somewhere that I missed. Anyway, Lings at the front. Hydra's at the back trying to pick off these Marines. Widowmines. Oh, big time hit there. 5 kills on that Widowmine. But the Medevac's getting pulled out of the sky. By I mean pulled, I mean shot at until they explode out of the sky by these Hydras. Now turning tail back home, reinforcing Marines are here. Marines don't want to go too far without medevac support. And they do hold. Another drop here inside the main base, though. Absolutely obliterating Railgan's main. Oh, no. Lair explodes. All the drones here are dead. Still continuing to attack. There's a small group of Hydra and Baneling. Is it enough to clean this out? Baneling's getting some hits off. Well, there you go. It was enough because Barcode's attention seems to be elsewhere as he lost the medevac, too. Ah. Ow. All right. So probably a fair trade. Barcode to do that again, right? Losing a couple medevacs and some Marines for a lair of Railguns. It's 55 to 63 Harvesters. 3 base, 2, 4-ish base. 4th base just about to complete here for Barcode up along the top left. Got Liberators in production for Barcode. Got +2 infantry weapons on the way to Lurker production beginning for Railgun. Haven't seen Lurkers against Terran recently. When they first came out, did see a couple games with pros. It was like, who was it? Who were these players? Can't remember. Can't remember who they were, but there were 2 players playing. I think it was like QXC. But he was really mad about Lurkers against Terran. They were very good. Another drop here at the 4th base. And again, chasing all them drones off and then picking up and running away. It's just, I know you have a Spire, Railgun. I know you lost all your mutas somewhere. So you don't really have much to deal with these drops, and that might be your undoing. And Baneling's morphing in the middle of the map here. Liberator shows up. Might actually get rid of those Banes, but Hydras are defending as well. So Liberator going straight over to the main base. There's nothing to kill here. There's literally a Spire, an Extractor, and a Morphing and Hatchery. So sets up shop at the 3rd base instead. Hopefully out of range of too many Spore Crawlers, killing a couple drones there, forcing a full evacuation of everybody but 1 drone from this base. Moving up to the 3rd, though, Lurkers are burrowing in a spread pattern, taking out Widow Mines, and this 3rd base is definitely going to fall. Hydra's trying to take it out of the sky. Baneling's crashing into the SCVs, trying to save it, and there it goes. 3rd base does fall. Wow, that was an efficient attack there. Yet another drop here at the 3rd, but guess what? Static defense good. Lurker here, and a Spine Crawler, and a Queen. That's very nice. Counterattack from Barcode. You kill my 3rd base, I will kill your 3rd base. Killing Lurkers before they can burrow. These guys are mean. Focusing down all the Banelings. Wow! What micro here, but losing a lot of stuff to the Hydras. The Hydra sandwich. Too much, though. Too much for Barcode. He murdered so many Banelings right there. 31 have been just destroyed so far throughout this game. Oh, killed a... Is that a Lurker that died right there? Lurker went into range of that Liberator at the 3rd and got killed unnecessarily as there were Hydras about to take it down there. So let's see. 3 base to 3 base. Again, nothing happening at this main for Railgun. Doesn't he have enough gas? He's got about 1,000 gas in that one geyser. Might as well spend it. Might as well get another Extractor up there and get it out of the ground. Widowmine, Liberator, Marine, Medevac, Marauder coming on up here. Picking off a couple Medevacs, though. 1 dies anyway. Lurker getting some nice spines off. Oh, man. It hurts. It hurts. You got to bring Detect. Do you not know? I don't know if he expects Lurkers in these battles, because it's not going well for him. Overseer providing support to get rid of the Widow Mines. Excellent job here by Railgun. Minimal army size for Railgun, but making it work. 20 Lings in production. Going to set up to try to kill this 3rd base again. That is the 3rd base transfer from the main to the 3rd. Lurker burrowing in 1 and 2 and 3. There's the scan. Can they hold off long enough for the Lurkers to not be visible? No. 1 Lurker, 2 Lurker, and another scan. Gets rid of the 3rd Lurker there. Overseer getting taken down as well. I think a Widow Mine might have helped to kill that. Good defense. Good defense there by Barcode on that particular battle. 5th base on the way from Railgun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just to the left of his 4th. Continuing with what's got him here so far. Maybe a little more Marauder production from Barcode, but Marine, Medevac, Widow Mine for the most part. Lings heading on up, trying to see if there is a 4th base, and there is, and it's a planetary fortress. So good luck with that, Lings. I don't envy you. They're coming in, and watch. 1 Ling gets absolutely murdered right about there. +2/+2 on the way from Railgun. Kind of stuck on 1/1 for a while. Meanwhile, +3 attack for Barcode is on the way. So not going to look good. Small attack moving on in to this 3rd base. Got Marauders, got Marines. Widow Mine's buried at the top of the ramp. Going to try to bait some units into that Widow Mine, I think. Hydra comes to defend. Baneling's focus down. Man, Barcode's been practicing that Baneling focus so well. Not so... I mean, Marauders absorbing those shots as well. Go up the ramp. Go up the ramp. There's a Widow Mine there not going up the ramp. All right, that's fine. Meanwhile, dropping here at the 4th base. Again, lurker, spine crawler. Really good combination. Transfusing the lurker as well. 13 kills on that dude. 13 kills on a defensive lurker at this 4th base. Wow. God, I'd like to see more of that, honestly, in ZVT. A little bit more lurker play in defense of bases rather than on offense. I guess lurker in ZVT in general would be nice to see. +3 attack, moments from completing here for barcode. That's going to be an immense help to this bio player. Hydra is on the high ground trying to attack this 3rd base, but this is pretty much where barcode has set up. He's got a bunch of Marines and a bunch of Marauders here. I don't think you can break this. I mean, you're making 1 lurker. That's nice. Oh, okay, 2 more are coming in. So maybe you could lurkers on the high ground. Oh, barcode moves out of range. Moves right out of range there. Same thing. So the high ground little trap moved down, attacked the 3rd. The army moved out of position just long enough for the Hydras to take that thing down. Bam! Orbital command dead. And lurkers on the high ground getting some damage done. Hydras save the lurkers. Can't quite do it. 1 lurker gone. There's still the one over on this corner. Hasn't done a whole lot of work, and that's probably good for him. Probably good for him. Widowmine with 0 kills. Sitting on this high ramp next to the 3rd base of Railgun. Nobody seems to have come this way. Oh, just kidding. Here people are. And fire. Fire. What? Okay, there we go. Did get a kill. It's like Railgun allowed the Widowmine to get a kill and fulfill his life's purpose. He walked right by it, stayed out of range, and then came right back into range. For reasons I did not understand. Alright, so 5th base completed. Planetary Fortress upgrade here for barcode, just to the right of his 4th. And here comes the Terran player. Threatening the 3rd base. Has Widowmines, has Medivacs, has Marauders, has tanks for the first time. I don't think we've seen tanks previously in this game. 60 minutes in, we get tanks. Lot of fire on these creep tumors. Hitting the extractor, hitting these drones at the 3rd base as well. And going for it is Railgun. Hydras in the front, lurkers burrowing on the left and the back. It's enough. Get some damage done there. Lurker spines. Woo! Really working it. Hydras coming in, trying to finish this thing, but without the lurker support, I'm not sure if the Hydras can do it. They're trying to do it. They're not even going for the Medivacs, just going right after those Marauders. There we go. Now focusing the Medivacs down, and that forces the retreat of barcode. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th base on the way for Railgun. Very top of the map and to the right side. Medivacs trying to get it home. Hydras might be able to get them if they just go south a little bit, but a little late. He had the idea, but it was a little tiny bit late. 3rd base being replanted and returned into an orbital command. There's a tank here. There are some Marauders here. Is it enough? Lurkers burrowing. There's the scan, focusing the lurkers down, but more lurkers are here. And is there enough to hold it here for barcode? I don't know. Changelings being tossed down as well. Banelings exploding. Lurkers still around. Still enough lurkers to chase away the Terran army. Again, trying to run with his orbital command. 2 Hydras are left on the ground to burn it out of the sky before it can make it to the safety of that natural base. Lurkers chasing away everything else. Hydras being focused. No, the orbital command ends up falling. Big time attack here at the 6th base with Marines. Oh, saved with 175 hit points. Lings and Hydras barely managing to chase that drop off, but losing that 3rd base hurts for barcode. So down to 4 bases versus 6 for the Railgun here at 71 to 45. Harvester Zerg player is definitely in the lead right about now. Lurker manages to get out of the range of that Liberator Circle with 12 hit points to its name. Meanwhile, more Hydras, more Lings, trying to get this small group of Marines with +3, +2, harassing this 5th base of Railgun, and they pick up and run away when the army shows up, as they probably should do, as they were severely outnumbered. 9 drones on the way right now for Railgun. What is he going to do with 80+ workers in 6 bases? Jeez. 88 workers to 48 workers. Raven coming in for barcode. This might be the beginning of the end for our Terran player. I'm not sure. Just on straight macro, I would say, just on straight macro, this is going to be a problem for barcode to come back from. Infestation pit on the way. Is that a replacement infestation pit? I think it is. I think it is. Railgun wants to take a 7th base. Just cleared out the debris on this base to the left of his main. There we go. Hatchery. Hatchery outline shows us that one is on the way to be constructed. A drop again at the 6th base. There's a lurker here, but good micro is actually keeping these Marines alive for quite a while, and they do get the hatch. Again, it was low on HP to begin with. Finished what he started. Did barcode. So that, how many Banelings was that? 14 Banelings on the field right now. 28 more Lings on the way. Replacement hat. Nope, 7th base hatch. 6th base hatch is getting replaced as well. There it is. Boop. Placement hatch, throwing down a spine crawler to defend at the same time. It's just you need defense against drops or like mutas to take out the medevacs that are coming to kill you. It's one of those things. 5th base here by barcode. It's a planetary fortress. Lurkers outrange them. Right about there. Right about there. Can you all hit? All 4 are hitting. Looks like the 5th one is not. Ow, that hurts. That hurts so dang much. Hydra's trying to come in. Ling's trying to come in and save those lurkers. Can they get it? Are there enough Hydras? Are there enough lurkers to take this thing down? The repair keeping it alive, though, for sure. Hydra at DPS, not quite enough to get their big old swell of bio. Getting major hits off. Baneling's rolling in, changing into a split formation. Beautifully done by barcode. More Lings rolling on in. This planetary fortress is still alive. Barcode is very low on minerals, but he managed to pull it off. Another attack up here at the 6th base. Spine crawler and lurker enough to chase those dudes away temporarily. Counterattacking is barcode. The upgrades again amazing. +3 now off of barcode. 5th base under direct assault. Long distance mining drones getting picked off there. That is 49 dead drones. 49 tanks on the backside here, trying to get rid of these Hydras. It's just Hydra versus Marine Marauder with tank support. Again, the upgrades are better for the Terran player. No +3 for the Hydras whatsoever. Pulling back, trying to get some tank splash off, and there it is, but no, not enough. Hydra is just walking through the flames to kill that tank. Another attempted drop. Everybody's dead, though. Everyone dead at this 6th base. And the Lurker has 13 kills there, too. Do you both have 13 kills? Look at that. Lurker at the 4th base and at the 6th base have 13 kills apiece. Excellent. Here is the planetary fortress that would not die. Railgan really wanted to kill it, but couldn't do it. The army responded. Probably should have backed out when the army showed up. It's hard enough to take down the planetary fortress if it's not being actively supported by your army, but that's okay. We're not going to complain too much about this one. Liberator. Oh my gosh. Liberator sets up at the 6th base, killing a ton of drones. And by a ton, I mean 3, but still at this stage of the game, you don't want to lose any workers. Any workers whatsoever. Lurker harassing this 3rd base that still has workers at it, mind you. I'm very surprised by that. All the SCVs at this refinery are dead. The scan and the burn down. Very quick to happen there. He doesn't have anything to kill this Liberator. Really. I mean, I guess he's making corruptors now. Hooray! Finally using that Spire for something. Hydra's coming in to clear it out and getting one shot. Jeez. Hydras get absolutely one shot by them Liberators. All right, what are we talking here? 80 hit points. Liberators do, is it 85 base? He doesn't have any more, so hard to check. But yeah, I think that's it. It's like 85, or is it 90? 90, 95, 100. 1, 2, 3 upgrade. 85 to not, yeah, something like that. Something like that. It is 126 to 164 total supply. Greater Spire coming up for Railgun. Trying to do this thing maybe with Broodlords. Can that happen? I don't know. Big old double medevac drop here at the 6th base. Barcode really wants this base to die. He's splitting his units, scanning, killing the Lurker, and that's all that is left. The entire army coming back home to deal with this drop. Another Lurker setting up shop here at that planetary fortress base, though, but great positioning by the Marines, holding off against these Lings. Hydras pick off the medevacs, though, and maybe he stayed a little bit too long. A little bit too long there. Lurker with 6 kills. The scan and the burn down. There it is. Planetary Fortress can sleep well at night here. So what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. 5th base. Planetary Fortress. 6th base to the north of that 5th base. We're at 6 base versus 7 base right now. Yeah, is it 7 to 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, because this one hasn't been taken by the Terran player yet. That's what it is. 6 base versus 7 base. 77 to 47 Harvesters. I'm just not sure that this Hydra Baneling Lurker thing is working for Railgun all that much. I am interested in the Broodlord attempt here, as I don't see any Vikings in the sky. None whatsoever, but there are a bunch of starports to produce them if necessary. How many does he have? Only the 1? Oh, maybe not. Maybe this Broodlord transition could actually wreck the Terran player. Seems like it, but he's been holding on. He's been basically doubled up on worker count for the last, I feel like, 10 minutes. And he's holding on just with great drops, great positioning, good decision-making, scanning the Lurkers, burning them down when he can. And he's alive. I mean, that's what he can credit this to. Another attempted drop from Barcode. Is it just Marauders? Just Marauders. Heading that 6th base. This 6th base does not have the right to live, according to Barcode. He wants to kill everything that is here. Lurker is spining, doing that extra damage versus Marauders. One Marauder dead, 3 Marauders. They out of range of the spines? Not really, but they want to kill the hatch. Can they get it? Another drop at the 7th base. Lurker spine clearing that one out extremely well. But the 6th base explodes again. Marauders' jobs are done. They are murdered. They happily give their lives for the Terran Dominion, having killed that hatch. Ay caramba. How many hatches dead is that? 1 lair and 2 hatcheries killed, and 3 orbital commands have been lost as well. Hydra, Ling, Lurker versus a bunch of Marines, some tanks. I don't know if this is enough for Barcode, though. The Ling's rolling in. The Banelings getting focused down from distance as they've been so far throughout this game. Tanks firing and abandoned. The Broodlords are here. Everybody run. Everybody run. Broodlords are in the sky, in production. I don't know if you want Marines, man. Barcode's making Marines and Marauders. It's another small attack here at the 5th base of Railgan, getting behind this mineral line, killing a bunch more of these drones. Oh, so many dead drones right now. This is absolutely nuts. Broodlords trying to rain down the fire here at the 5th base, doing fairly well with it. Taking out missile turrets. They are, if they're not careful though, the Marines will take them down. And 1, 2, Broodlord 1 still remains. Still ends up remaining there. Banelings rolling onto tanks. Not what you want, but Corruptors in the sky. Finally, some air-to-air. Railgun is picked up here, picking off those medevacs. The 5th base is under assault by Hydralisks and a Broodlord, with some Lurkers set up to cover it as well. I don't know if this is enough. And yeah, Railgun agrees. Not enough. 3rd base going to die for what feels like the 5th time in this game, but I think it's only the 3rd. But still, a lot of dead stuff here at this 3rd base. 3rd base and 6th base, where you don't want to work if you're in this particular match. +1 Flyer Carapace on the way here from the Railgun. More Broodlords on the way. Caustic Spray possibly. There are missile turrets here though. Take down the missile turrets. Oh, Hydra DPS good. Wow. Planetary Fortress dies pretty much just to the Hydras. Oh, they got that +3/+3. There we go. Got that when I wasn't paying attention. And the 5th base is completely forfeit. A lot of dead SCVs there. 90 drones have been killed and 63 SCVs have lost their lives to this point in time. Resources lost, about 41,000 for the Terran. And what is that? 38, about 40,000 or so for the Zerg. Maybe 39 depending. Does he have another drop? Another drop here at the 7th base, but Lurker Queen pretty good. Pretty good, especially with that +3 attack, but she dead now. Hydra's pushing in against a small group of Marauders and Medevacs. Oh, Medevacs came back to save the Marauders, and one of them got killed in the process. Marching up to the natural base here. It is 172 to 58 total supply. Trying to do what he can with what he has left is Barcode, but I don't think it's going to be enough. There are so many Hydras here. Just a Marauder, a tank, and that's it. A good game. Good game. Barcode is defeated, and Railgun is victorious, winning it for the Zerg today. Humana. That, woof. Huh. All right. That was a good one. That was a good match. Again, major props to Barcode for lasting as long as he did with basically half the worker count of the Zerg player. Just standing in, micro. I don't think he let... How many Banelings actually exploded on Marines in that game, would you say? I don't think it's that many. Yeah, some of them did explode on Marauders. But of the Marines that died, 392 of them... Shoot. I don't think they were Baneling splash. The splits were good. The target firing was really, really good. 23 Lurkers died. 306 Zerglings. 61 Marauders. That 392 Marine count is just... That is a bloodbath, is what that is. Yeah. All right. So that's it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit the subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.